Welcome back into the town of Oyster Bay Ice Skating Center here in Bethpage, Nassau County, Long Island, as we are set for this JV matchup in the Islanders High School Hockey League, pitting the Ice Falcons of East Meadow, Levittown, Hicksville up against the Hornets of Half Hollow Hills. Live on the Long Island Sports Network, my name is Ian Benke, taking you through the action here tonight, and it features the Ice Falcons coming in with a record of 5-2-1, the third place team in the East Division of the JV ranks. And meanwhile, they're taking on Half Hollow Hills. They're 3-6 in sixth place. We take you down to the ice here for a pregame ceremony. A pregame moment of silence for these two teams, honoring the memory of Connor Case and Massapequa Chiefs and a Long Island Sharks player passed away over the weekend. Honoring his memory throughout the season here in the Islanders High School Hockey League, Long Island hockey community. Honoring through the game that he loved. And these two teams honoring him here tonight. Ice Falcons and Hornets getting ready to square off the second time this season. The first matchup was a 12-4 victory for East Meadow. Despite 41 shots on goal for Half Hollow Hills, Jack Alvey, 37 save performance alongside 7 goals from Maxton Schaff and 4-point night for Anthony Menachino as well. 3-point night for Adrian Rayo on the other side. But we'll see if Half Hollow Hills can get their revenge here tonight. Home whites for East Meadow. Looking to pull off the double. They have Jack Alvey in goal once again. Meanwhile, on the other side, it's Danny DiPaolo that gets his 6th appearance of the season for the Hornets. Half Hollow Hills wins the face-off. They look for the possession first. It comes on the near side with Jason Panza. Rather, that's Rayo. Rayo looking to move forward. Instead, spins back. Looking for some help here. And it's Patsalos carrying in. Patsalos towards the net. His shot. That one missed wide. Petros Patsalos, the leading scorer by far here for Half Hollow Hills. 18 goals, 26 points, 8 assists also. Leads the team in every scoring category here for Half Hollow Hills. But now a 3-on-1 heading up the other way. Kicked ahead by Paulenko. Kyle Paulenko looking towards the net, but can't find a way to shoot. It's back over on the far side with Julian Colon. Colon from the high slot, fires one, knocked down. Good save by DiPaolo, and the Hornets clear. Danny DiPaolo, 2-2 record, 763 save percentage coming into tonight. Going up against Jack Alvey, 2-1-1 through his first 4 appearances this year. 847 save percentage, 458 GAA for Alvey. Petros Patsalos working ahead for Half Hollow Hills. Patsalos fires. That goes right off the mask of Alvey. Enough steam on that shot to come free. Carried ahead here for East Meadow. That's Nick Urso from the near side, wrapping it around. Gets it back, feeds out into the middle. That's taken away by Owen Schuldes. Schuldes finds it out to center. And it's worked ahead by Patsalos. Patsalos tries the backhanded shot, stopped by Alvey. Collision in front of the end boards. And covered up by Alvey, not taking any chances there. An opportunity for that puck to trickle free and cause some issues for his team. So covered up, first whistle with 13:11 to go in the first period. Faceoff comes to the right side of Alvey. Puck comes up to the top. A big shot there. Glove save, Alvey. Just put it down on the ice and took it away. Keeping this alive is Alex Acklin. Acklin, though, can't hold it in for long. Comes free now for the Ice Falcons. Working across the blue line is Jaden Cruz. But a little bit of an extra cut there to his right. Threw everything offside for East Meadow. Hills finding themselves on a bit of a lengthy losing streak here over recent games. Trying to snap that here tonight. And all starts with getting Patsalos back in action. Patsalos only playing 4 games this year. Or rather just a handful of games, I should say, for Patsalos. As this is coming in, it's Maxton Schaffrin that's only played 4 games. Seems like his services missing tonight, at least for the start of this one for East Meadow. We'll see if he's a late arriver. Puck cleared out by the Ice Falcons, back out to center. Daniel Wazowski. Rather, Wizicki trying to move forward, but instead moves back with it. Wizicki looking to the near side, finds the breakout pass here, and it's raced ahead by Ranchaforte. Ranchaforte moving across to the far side, spins off, moves back towards the front. That's kicked away. Mason Ortiz. He'll muscle it back out to center ice. Game remains scoreless here, 3 minutes into a regulation. Ranchaforte looking back on the near side. Showed along by Roxanne Benoit. Benoit had it knocked away on her attempted pass. Now a 2-on-2 working ahead. Here's Jason Panza firing one. That's blocked, comes right back over to Panza. The backhand goes wide. Might have went off a body in front for Hills. Vincent Giuliano knocking it around for the Ice Falcons. Can't find a receiver on that pass. Hills clear out, but then it comes right back over and worked in by Paulenko. Paulenko moving in, just lost the handle on it, poked away by Danny DiPaolo, and it's cleared out by Half Hollow Hills. Able to jump on it, Giancarlo Femia. Femia trying to pick out the corner. Nearly beat Jack Alvey, but missed the net. Back in front, here's a chance. Nice save by Alvey. Puck came right in front for Hills there. Can't hold in there at the blue line, so offside called against the Hornets. 10:37 to go in the first period. This game following up what was a thrilling overtime game a bit earlier. Friends North Shore getting the OT win in a Division II varsity matchup, rather Conference II varsity matchup. As here's a chance in, nice glove save, Alvey. Taking that one away from Hills, trying to get out in front. It was Oceanside that fell to the Friends Academy. Finishing up that thought. As here's a chance in, that one goes off the corner of the post and out. Julian Colon with a good look for the Ice Falcons, trying to break the ice, but denied by the iron. Demanding a pass in neutral ice was Nick Urso, couldn't get on it. Deflects it a little bit towards DiPaolo, but nothing that he can't handle. Covered up for the whistle with 9:55 to go in the first. Half Hollow Hills haven't had the record that they would have hoped, but still have been competitive in a ton of games this season, despite the record not being where they want. Just a -7 goal differential. Shows how close they have been in so many games this season. A lot of 1 or 2 goal games just going the other direction. Bounce or two. Could be a really different story so far this year for the Hornets. Petros Patsalos moving back in. Patsalos pass back across. That one led Gavin Stark just a bit too much. Patsalos back out on it. His shot blocked. And all the way back down the ice. On his horse, Wazowski. Wazowski able to get back on it here for the Hornets. Moving ahead, 2-on-2 with Stark. Patsalos dangles in. Patsalos fires, stopped by Alvey. And then sprawls out, just making sure that he had hold of it. Might have been underneath him there after he spilled the rebound, but no harm. Keeps it out of the net with 9:05 to go in the first. Ice Falcons win the face-off. Race ahead here on the far side. Meeting up with it, it's Kyle Polenko. Had Ortiz with him. Now fed around to the near side. That one just couldn't slow down enough to allow the breakaway to develop. Up the other end, Brancaforte. Brancaforte out towards the front of the net. Sticks tied up. Didn't find anyone there. Julian Colon a chance to clear for East Meadow. Colon cutting through, looking for the pass up the right wing with Mason Ortiz. Couldn't link up. Comes behind the net. Ortiz, good strong play, able to get on it down low. Handed up top. Looking towards the net, it's Cassini. Collision at the corner. Players tumbled down, sent out in front. Ends up going behind the Hills net. Half Hollow Hills clears. Carried ahead by Owen Schuldes. Pass to the left wing to Recuerpo. Ileana Recuerpo. Knocking it around. Back to the near side. Pass out in front. Recuerpo hacking away at it. It trickles out to the near side. Then to the far. Still loose in the slot. Now finally the Ice Falcons take clear. Good chance for Ileana Recuerpo trying to get her 4th goal of the year. Now carried down at the other end by Panza. Jason Panza looking for a pass. That's sealed off by Benoit. Hill starting to clear, knocked along by Nicholas Brancaforte. East Meadow heading to the bench for a change. They finish it off just in time. Ran in space. Knocked down to a knee by Manino. Now Nick Urso carries in for East Meadow, firing a shot. Nice save from DePaulo. Half Hollow Hills, and then we go. Nice stance in for Francesco Menino, but his shot gloved up by Alvey. He holds. 6:43 to go in the first. We're still scoreless between the Hornets and Ice Falcons. Face-off comes to the right side of Alvey, the goaltender for East Meadow. His team wins it, looking to move ahead. That clear out attempt fails. It's pinned back in. Femia trying to get on it for Hills. Giancarlo Femia's got it. Tried to feed a pass out in front. Right idea, but keeping that in mind. Gloved up by Alvey. Another whistle after the stop. Third game of the night getting underway at the Andrew Sturgiopoulos ice rink. In just a few minutes, Manhasset Great Neck defending home ice against Garden City. Team slated to hit the ice at 9 o'clock. The home game for Manhasset Great Neck. Hills back on it in their own end. Well, no look pass there for Macklin. Looking for the work ahead here with Patsalos. Patsalos trying to find a pass on the right wing to Stark. That move fizzles out here against East Meadow. Check along the near side wall. Gets the Ice Falcons off of possession. Can't find a way to work ahead, so it's picked up by Adrian Rayo in his own end. Rayo, good speed shown here, but then stick check knocks it away. Kyle Paulenko can't clear. Patsalos, his shot blocked away by Alvey. Chance to hold in, but Hills can't do it. Now raced after by Brandon Space. Space waiting for his team to finish the line change. Space had a chance out in front. Rayo cleans up the scraps. Set up nicely by Vincent Giuliano, but Space just couldn't hop on it in the slot. Clever move by Rayo. Moving 2-on-3, but it's carried in. Patsalos fires a shot. That one partially blocked and knuckled wide of the goal. Carried out by Julian Colon. Colon, 1-on-2, 1-on-1, and he scores! What a shot by Julian Colon. Double digits, his 10th of the season. Just taking on the numbers. Everyone back on defense for Half Hollow Hills, but Colon took them on head on and able to pick one out on the near side post past Danny DePaulo. And that puts the Ice Falcons on the board first, 1-0 with 4:36 left to go in the first. What a goal by Colon. Really been the biggest factor on offense so far tonight for the Ice Falcons. Hills trying for an immediate response. Pass looking over towards the far side post, but no one there. Back over to Brancaforte. Brancaforte, no room to shoot. Sealed away by Alvey. Recuerbo in there as well. Recapero was in front, could not get to it. But Hills able to keep the pressure on in the attacking zone. Owen Schultes wins the faceoff. But Jocelyn Subelka can't hold in for Hills. Hornets knock into the zone. Met by Kieran Reynolds in the defensive end for the Ice Falcons. Trying to clear, but that's held in on the far side wall. Trying for the wraparound was Lucas Ravdin, but knocked away by East Meadow. They head up the ice. Men in on the attack by Kyle Paulenko. Held on the near side wall. Hills trying to get it out. Driving towards the net was Ortiz. Steered wide. Now picked up by Wazelki. Schultes through the middle. Knocking over to Brancaforte. Blue liners changing up for Hills here. It's a puck held on the near side. Now taken out by the Ice Falcons and clear. Roxanne Benoit with some speed up that far side wall. Gets around the check, but now sealed up on the far side. Kicked down by Schultes, looking to give it back over to Benoit. Nice lead pass to the near side. Finds its way to Mason Ortiz. Ortiz holding up, allowing a couple of skaters to head off for East Meadow. Loose puck scooped up here by Colon. He's got the lone goal in it so far. Poked away from him, now carried ahead by Owen Schultes. Tied up on the near side wall, some help coming from Femia. Knocked away by the Hills. Trying to work ahead. But instead coming up the other way for Colon. Julian Colon pass out into the middle. Tried to link up play with Urso. Nick Urso tied up, couldn't shoot. Back over to Colon. Colon trying to pass out in front. Knocked away by DePaulo. And cleared out by Half Hollow Hills. Panza has to race back to it. Puck turned over here. Picked up by Roxanne Benoit. Can't link up on the pass. Now it's race ahead on the other side. Panza. Looking for the trailer there. That's left over on the far side wall. To it first, Kieran Reynolds. Reynolds trying to pass out into the middle. Knocked away and carried ahead by Giancarlo Femia. 2-on-1. Developing with Menino. Menino back over. What a save from Jack Alvey. Spread eagle, full stretch, sealed off that far side post. That keeps East Meadow out in front by a goal as we near the final minute of the first period. Hills applying the pressure still. Trying to work that one over to Patsalos as we're into the final minute. Now space opens up the other way. Rayo just off the bench in time, knocking that pass away from Nick Urso. Femia flips towards the net, delayed offside against Half Hollow Hills, and play whistled dead. Face-off coming back down. Into the defensive end for Half Hollow Hills. Had ample warning, ample time to get back on side, but Patsalos stuck into the zone and tried to lay the body, so a face-off comes back into the neighborhood of Danny DePaulo. Ice Falcons win the face-off. Pass comes up top to Paulenko. Paulenko to the near side, held there. Back around, cut off by Benoit. Benoit trying to clear, that goes off the toe of the skate of Giuliano and held in. Second try, works out for Benoit, sent down the ice. Icing waved off, play rolls on. Hopped on the near side, that's Gavin Stark. Stark can't hold in for Hills. And now carried ahead by Giuliano. Under 10 seconds to go, one last look for the Ice Falcons if they hurry. They got to get it towards the net quickly. Time ticking away. That's cut off by Rayo, and that brings us to the end of period number one between the Ice Falcons and the Hornets. Just one goal in it so far, and it's a one-goal lead for East Meadow. The lone goal belonging to Julian Colon, unassisted at 10:24, giving East Meadow the lead after one on the Long Island Sports Network. Just one goal of note in that first period for the East Meadow Ice Falcons. Belongs to Julian Colon, their leading goal scorer here tonight. That was number 10 of the season. Second on the team with Maxton Schifrin. Schifrin not here tonight. Probably Hill's happy about that after he struck for 7 goals in the first meeting between these two teams. Stumped in by East Meadow. An icing call against the Ice Falcons. The first whistle coming just 14 seconds into the second frame. But having a second option like Cologne, not too bad. Also, Anthony Menachino and Brendan Russo not too far behind. 8 goals apiece for each of those players. Zalki, a big shot. That one goes wide after the face-off win for Hills. Back over to Brancaforte. Brancaforte tries a shot, but that's blocked. Poked ahead by the Ice Falcons. They're able to get back on it. Trying to hit the pass over to Urso. Blocked away. Half Hollow Hills clears out the center. Joseph Cassini chased back into his own zone. Working up the near side to Giuliano. Knocked in by the Ice Falcons. Trying to put on the clamps on the forecheck. Cologne able to shovel it back along the boards. Giuliano. Get over to the near side wall, setting up play there. Looking to the pass into the middle to Vincent Giuliano. That didn't work out. Puck handed back up top. Sent towards the net by Panza. That one just knuckled on and sealed between the pads of Danny DiPaolo. Seemed innocent enough on that one, just fired towards the goal. But ended up bouncing on the ice, eluded the defenders for Hills, and ended up coming on goal. DiPaolo not really ready for it, but able to respond with the reflexes. East Meadow keeps the pressure on. It passed around the boards by Joseph Doyle. Play blown dead here. After that one leaves the ice surface, deflected out of play. Fresh puck hand delivered over from the East Meadow bench. Ice Falcons win the face-off. Shot towards the net. That's blocked in front. It went one off the body of Jocelyn Sibelka in front. Block shot forward there. Hills clears down on target. Alvey forced to play it, no icing. Worked in by Jaden Cruz. Cruz looking for a shot, no room to shoot. Back over on the near side, Femia can't get it out. Trying to pivot into the middle, Mason Ortiz knocked away from him. Shot from the far side. Missing wide and kicked back down low. Half Hollow Hills working ahead. Carried in by Francesco Menino. Pass over. One-time shot save. Loose puck gathered up by Jack Galvey. Best chance of the game for Half Hollow Hills to get on the board. Numbers in front of goal, but Alvey able to track the puck and shut it down. Get the whistle. Both teams need a change. They work to the left side of Jack Alvey. Ice Falcons win the defensive zone face-off, looking to get it out. Bounce off the near side wall, does not help out the Ice Falcons. Comes right back to Kyle Paulenko. Paulenko will try it again. This time carrying it a little bit further, able to poke it to Julian Cologne. This goes off the skate of Cologne, chases it back in again. Alex Acklin. Able to guide that one along, comes back to him. Acklin this time sends over to Benoit. Roxanne Benoit uses her own net as a pick. Backhand shovel on to Rayo. 3-on-2 developing for Half Hollow Hills. Rayo hits the pass to Patsalos. Patsalos' effort is blocked up and out of play. Really nice work there on defense from Jason Panza. Putting his stick down on the ice, blocking that effort from Patsalos, and it ends up out of play. Draw one by Hills. Acklin fires one. Glove save from Alvey. He holds on. Stop and start here early in second period. Just over 3 minutes into action here in the middle frame. So the 1-0 lead for the East Meadow Ice Falcons. The lone goal in it so far from Julian Cologne, his 10th of the year. Cologne on it again. Onside move, the shot trying to pick out the 5-hole. DiPaolo the save. Back in the corner with Adrian Rayo. Rayo didn't like what he saw the first time. Now spins back. Takes the near side on this move. Back to the right wing. Rayo working in there against Cologne. Forced backwards to Stark. Gavin Stark poke check. Good strong work by Paulenko. Now Cologne working in again for East Meadow. Shot, a nice glove save from DePaulo, snatching that one on top of his left pad. Teams over at the Sturge have taken to the rink. Garden City and Manhasset Great Neck varsity teams from Conference 2. As look out, here's a chance in for Half Hollow Hills. No room to shoot for Brancaforte. Nice setup there for Hills, but Nicholas Brancaforte just ran out of room before he could shoot. Good job by Alvey to wait until he sold out on that near side post. Meanwhile, here, offside called against East Meadow on the counterattack. So that stalls things out, trying to get back on the board for the Ice Falcons. Ricapero trying to move in for Half Hollow Hills. That move stalls out, finds way back to Ileana Ricapero. Dangle around on the near side. Looking back into the middle. Brancaforte there on the setup from Scholdes. Couldn't get to it. Back up top. Sent towards the net by Subelka. Her effort blocked. Back to the middle. Ice Falcons clear. Some room on the left wing with Jaden Cruz. Cruz moving in. Pass over to the near side. Pivoting towards the net. Giuliano could not jam it in. Pass to Paulo. Really nice work from DePaulo here in this game. Keeping the deficit at 1 despite some good looks for the Ice Falcons. From the wall, Giuliano. Had it taken away by Wazelki. And now numbers up the other way for Half Hollow Hills. This carried in, pivoting around 2-on-0, and the setup pass to Ricapero. She couldn't get to it. Everything was nearly picture perfect there if you're the Hornets, but the pass from Nicholas Brancaforte just a little bit off the mark. Cruz looking for the pass out in front, knocked away before it could reach the intended target, Cologne. Get the live at the blue line by Reynolds. Shot in, they score! Cologne, second of the night, 2-0 Ice Falcons. And a little bit of traffic in front of the netminder, Danny DePaulo that time. Didn't allow the save to be made cleanly. A quick wrister from Cologne comes on. DePaulo saw it late, got a bit of his glove on it. But it ends up trickling across. Second of the night for Julian Cologne. He's up to 11 on the season. And it's now 2-0 East Meadow in the second period. Cologne immediately back on the attack. Walks in, fires one, saved by DePaulo. Puck was loose for a second, but now able to cover up, seals the pads together. Two goals for Julian Cologne, both unassisted. Gives his team a 2-0 edge. Catching up on the shots on goal counter after the first period. Half Hollow Hills had a slight advantage, 8-5. But the high danger chances definitely belong to the Ice Falcons. Some good saves from DePaulo. Really the tail of that first period aside from the lone strike from Julian Cologne. Oh, collision there right at center ice. Nice check thrown there by Alex Jacobson. Deflected ahead here for Hills. Worked in by Femia. Femia trying the timing play. That was Menino working towards the net, just couldn't get there in time. And a couple times now for Half Hollow Hills where they have numbers in front of goal, but can't get it to count. High shot missed, but kicks out to Nick Urso. Urso trying to sneak in on the near side post, lost the handle. Player sprawled down on the ice, a laundry sale. A bit of laundry on the ice there, I should say. Now picked up and working ahead on the attack is Alex Acklin. Shot towards the net, knocked away, picked up by Patsalos. Patsalos looking for the corner, nothing there. Up against Alvey. Puck trickles to the far side wall. Acklin trying to chop that one around. Instead, got a good piece of Patsalos. And Patsalos, in fact, has a stick of Acklin caught up in his skate. Finally got it out of there. But the puck working up the other end. Paulenko cuts to the middle. No shooting lane. Now pivots around. It's still with him. Paulenko loose. And that one covered up. Hard to see, but DePaulo does have it underneath that right pad. Held by Half Hollow Hills in their own zone. It's worked quickly in by Patsalos. Patsalos working in. That shot goes high. Patsalos did the dirty work, but couldn't find the right finesse on that shot to get it to go. Tipped in by Jaden Cruz. Hills back on it here. They got it far side. Settled down by Jocelyn Sibelka. Picked up by Ravden in his own zone. Patsalos, some room to rumble on the right wing. Turns on the afterburners. Petros Patsalos on the backhand, tries to roof it. And that one elevated a bit too much. Second time on this shift that Patsalos couldn't settle down the shot. This one ends up out of play. 5:49 to go. Pair of goals for Julian Cologne. All that there has been on the score sheet so far in this one. Ice Falcons get it out. And now it's picked up by Jason Panza. Panza finds the pass across. Working in is Urso. Urso's shot blocked. Really nice work by Subelka, parking herself in the lane. Collision on the end boards. Taken ahead by Half Hollow Hills. Patsalos working in. What a move and what a goal! Petros Patsalos breaks the ice for the Hornets. It's a one-goal game. 19th of the season for Patsalos, and does an outstanding job working through the defense and then find a little bit of daylight against Jack Alvey for the first of the game for Half Hollow Hills. Team leading 19th of the season for Petros Patsalos. Here in game number 10 of the season. First game since November 10th here for Half Hollow Hills. Nearly a month between contests. And trying to end what's been a 5-game losing streak here on the return. Looked and clear up the near side wall. Benoit can't get it out. Brancaforte up the far side, takes a hit. He can't clear either. Now on the far side wall by Ari Gemma. Peter Ari Gemma now chased backwards here as it's carried in by Owen Schultes. Schultes working in with Ricapero. Ricapero's shot goes high and wide. Reset up at the point. Big slap shot there. Sent wide by Acklin. Now cleared out by East Meadow. Look what I found. Nick Urso at center ice. Trying to dangle through the D. Lost the handle. Brancaforte gets it back for Half Hollow Hills. Across the stripe. Hands over. Looking for the shot there was Menino. It's steered wide. Trying to force it into the middle to Ileana Recupero. Doesn't work as intended. Picked up again by Acklin at his own blue line. Bounces off a skate, works out here for the Ice Falcons. They got a 3-on-1. That pass led a little bit too far. The shot steered wide off the save from DePaulo. That was an effort for Cologne looking for the hat trick. Hills clear off a deflection. No icing. The clock continues to roll. 3.5 left to go in period 2. Held in by Scholdes. Femia tries a shot, glances off the glove of Alvey. Comes back behind the net. And working clear, player trouble getting up for East Meadow. Able to get back over to the bench. Possession stays in for Hills, but now quickly raced ahead by Julian Cologne. Cologne looks in and scores! Hat trick for Julian Cologne. 2-goal lead once again for East Meadow. Cologne's just so clever with the puck. Hardly ever leaves his stick, but able to carve right through the Half Hollow Hills defense and fire in his 3rd goal of the game. He's got all 3 strikes tonight for East Meadow, leading the way in a 3-1 lead for the East Meadow Ice Falcons. Hornets looking for a response on the near side was Oki. Oki looking up the near side. Now Wysocki getting involved. Gets it back here for Hills. Pass out into the middle, looking for Menino. Francesco Menino couldn't knock it down. Wysocki just rescues that at the point. But now possession given up. Puck dancing on edge and just has enough for icing. 2 Ice Falcons were racing down towards it, but neither could keep it alive before it reached the end boards. .220 to go in the 3rd period. Scoring's ramped up a bit here. 3 goals in the frame after just 1 in the first. It's been a goal for Petros Patalos that's broken up what otherwise would have been a natural hat trick for Julian Cologne. Carrying forward once again, the Ice Falcons with Cruz. Cruz into the corner, looking out in front, had space, in some space, but a late arriver for Hills intercepts, carries up the ice. Patsalos in close range, answered by the left pad of DePaulo. Rather, Alvey, pardon. Nice left pad save from Alvey. Back out in front again. One-time blast from Stark, missed wide. Couple of good chances for Half Hollow Hills, trying to get back to within 1. Shot through traffic, glove save, Alvey on that long-range effort from Roxanne Benoit. They've tacked on some assists to those recent goals. Jocelyn Sibelka getting assist number 2 on the Patsalos goal, and then on the goal that made it 3-1 for East Meadow, Cologne's 12th of the season, assisted by Kieran Reynolds, his 5th of the year. Ice Falcons racing ahead. Potential 2-on-1. Cruz passing back over. That one led a bit too far for space. Puck taken ahead by the Hornets. Patsalos across the blue line, working in. Stick tied up there. Good defensive responsibility shown by Paulenko. 35 seconds to go in the 2nd period. This one comes up top. Knocked down low by Benoit. Met by Ravden. Ravden looking for Rayo in the middle. That missed its man. Again, Rayo out in front. Finds Ravden. Ravden fires. That one coming up into the chest. Nice stop by Jack Alvey. quick update from that Manhasset Great Neck Garden City game. The Wings not able to score yet against Manhasset Great Neck. Scoreless around the midway point of the first period there at Andrew Sturgiopoulos rink. Conference 2 varsity matchup there. Hales looking for a goal for the end of the period. Nice work by the Ice Falcons defense, poking that away from Patsalos before he can shoot. 3-1 is a scoreline, a hat trick for Cologne around the lone goal for Half Hollow Hills and Petros Patsalos. Hills trying to snap a losing streak. They'll need to get a couple of goals when we come back on the Long Island Sports Network. Third period coming up next. Third period action between Half Hollow Hills and East Meadow. A 2-goal lead for the Ice Falcons after the first 30 minutes. Hills trying to get back to their winning ways that they saw earlier on this season. That's a good start here. Trailing by 2 goals, but they win the opening face-off at center ice. They chase it on the far side wall. Get it back here with Wazelki. Wazelki dumping in, and it's met back by Paulenko on the defensive end for East Meadow. Kyle Paulenko cuts through the middle here. Paulenko shifting in, working towards the net. Paulenko stopped by the right pad of Danny DePaulo. Paulenko did just about everything but score on that play. Cut through the defense, got to right in front of goal, and then kind of got a little bit indecisive. Did he want to go back to the near side? Did he want to go and deke the goaltender out to the far side? Ended up doing not a whole ton of anything. Try to work to the far side at the last second, but DePaulo able to flex out that left pad. Brancaforte racing up the near side for Half Hollow Hills. Drives in, and he's stopped by the sprawling Jack Galvey. Both goaltenders, a nice show of their skill set early on in the second period. With a shot apiece here in the third period, shots still stand with a 4-shot edge for Half Hollow Hills. 16, other 3 shots, do math here properly, 16-13. The advantage for Hills, but they trail where it matters most by 2. Icing against the Ice Falcons, 14:01, 59 seconds left, or 59 seconds into the third period here from the Town of Oyster Bay Ice Skating Center. Looking ahead for these two teams, Half Hollow Hills waited a month for their next game, or waited a month between games. They won't have to wait that long, but still got a bit of a break until the 18th of December when they host Massapequa. Meanwhile, East Meadow I got that wrong. I'll sort that out. I have both teams playing Massapequa. I know that's not right. Sort that out here as the game goes on. This puck is covered up by DePaulo. The next game for East Meadow is this Sunday when they host Plainview Old, or rather when they go to Islanders Iceworks in Syosset to face Plainview Old Bethpage. That game, a 6:45 puck drop on Sunday. Long range shot knocked away and cleared down by Half Hollow Hills. Icing waved off by the officials. Play can continue. It is Massapequa on the 18th in Dix Hills for Half Hollow Hills. That a 7 o'clock start against the Chiefs. Play whistle dead for offside here against Hills, trying to race ahead, but a little bit overeager at the line. Looking to work up that far side were Hills with Benoit, but that's knocked away. Now comes back in. Patsalos dances in and scores! Second of the game for Petros Patsalos. It's back to a one-goal game. Patsalos just masterful work here, carrying that puck in on his stick blade and then keeping everyone on their toes, including Jack Alvey in goal. Didn't know if he was going to go forehand, backhand. Instead, tucks it away top shelf for his 20th goal of the season. Patsalos leading the way here on this comeback trail. Now a 3-2 game. Sent on goal by Ackland. Easily stopped by the stick of Alvey. He covers up. 12:19 left here. Still plenty of time for Half Hollow Hills to get tied. Don't be surprised to see Patsalos maybe lurking out there a little bit extra long on some of these shifts. Trying to convert on a flat-footed defender for East Meadow or something like that. Good speed shown by Benoit getting on that puck in the corner. Ice Falcons clear out. It's met up in the defensive end by Ackland. That's one way to knock the puck ahead. Thrown full force forward by Ackland from the seam of his pants. Works out. It did clear the zone. Met up here in the middle of the ice by Gavin Stark. Never seen a play like that where a player just sits down on the ice, throws the puck ahead, and able to clear it out of the zone. Doesn't got to look pretty as long as it works. Now the puck turned over. Good defensive response by Benoit, denying the look on goal for Mason Ortiz, who is right in front. This puck goes off the post and out. Now raced ahead by Patsalos. Knocked down, clean check thrown by Julian Colon. Just had that chance miss at the other end. Now raced ahead by Paulenko. Paulenko, he's knocked down by Stark. And then we go. Lots of open ice for these two teams. Carried up the right wing by Wysocki. Wysocki has knocked away. This one goes off the skate near side of Stark. Trying to knock in. Tripped up by the blue line. And sent down by East Meadow. Oh, look out here. Turnover. And Apollo able to keep that one out. A rare mistake from Petros Patsalos. Trying to work in, ended up giving that on a silver platter to Jaden Cruz. but Cruz could not score. This stays a one-goal game. Cologne from the corner. Looking for some space. Hands up top. Fired towards the net by Panza. They score! Fired home, redirected in front. It's a 4-2 lead. It was Vincent Giuliano in front that got the redirection, and it changed just enough where DePaulo could not stick with it. Second goal of the year for Vincent Giuliano puts a 2-goal advantage back on the board for East Meadow. What a timely goal that is for the Ice Falcons. Possession and momentum seem to be going the other way for quite a bit, but they get momentum right back. Eliano Ricapero is knocked down to a knee on that attempted move in for Half Hollow Hills. Ricapero back on it, passed over. Here's the shot in. Nice save from Alvey on that chance right in front for Half Hollow Hills. Some disagreements there after maybe a late whack at it from Nicholas Brancaforte. But a really nice setup from Ricapero. Eyes not really in the back of her head, but the side of her head. Great peripheral vision, seeing the late move coming in from her attacking partner. Can't get it to go. Another chance for Brancaforte, blocked. Back up top, Wizaki is shot kicked out by Alvey. Kept alive by Half Hollow Hills. Sent down low by Ricapero. Pass knocked away in the slot, and now carried ahead by Mason Ortiz. Ortiz working inside. Big bounce off the board, steered out in front. Nobody in white there to convert. Ortiz back out in front, loose puck, and a save from the seam of the pants by DePaulo. DePaulo just sitting down, the puck found him, able to flash out that glove and hug it to the chest. That goal could have sealed it for East Meadow, but instead a fantastic save from Danny DePaulo keeps hope alive for Half Hollow Hills. At the blue line, Cassidi feeds over, the knuckle puck sent towards the net, blocked away, and now net up by Roxanne Benoit behind the goal for Hills. Benoit into the corner. Nice work by Roxanne Benoit, going all 200 feet. Hit to the boards, and finally took us nearly 2.5 periods, but the first penalty of the game goes against East Meadow. Outstanding work by Benoit, going coast to coast, holds it against the wall, and she draws the first penalty of the game. It's roughing against Joseph Cassidi. That puts East Meadow short a player. Power play for Half Hollow Hills goes to work. 2 power play goals this season, working at just 18% on the season. Meanwhile, the PK for East Meadow has been strong, right around 86%. Meanwhile, they've scored 4 shorthanded goals. Scoring more often than you give goals up while down a player is usually a sign of a good hockey club. As Cologne thinking about a work ahead. Cuts through the D, now creates a 2-on-1. Cologne in alone, he shoots. That's stopped by DePaulo. Cologne created that shorthanded break for himself, but a nice save by Danny DePaulo keeps this one out. Chance there for Menino to set up. An odd man rush up the other way, but it's intercepted, quickly raced in by Paulenko. Now they set up the keep away. Over to Cruz. Cruz steers one towards the net, knocked away by the stick of DePaulo. Sticks in the zone on the keep by Panza. Panza fires a shot that's snagged up by DePaulo. He holds on. 56 seconds left on the power play here for Half Hollow Hills. But the best chances have come the other direction, aside from that one potential break stopped by the intercept of Kyle Paulenko. Draw one by Julian Colon, still shorthanded. Colon moving in, the shot missed, trying to pick out that corner, and a bit too hot. Looking into the middle, that's intercepted. Carried ahead by Spencer Rayo. Return pass to Rayo, a bit too hot to handle from Patsalos. Now this one cleared out by Colon. Comes all the way down. 30 seconds left on the penalty kill for East Meadow. Sense of urgency now for Rayo. Rayo across the stripe. Circles back, pass into the middle to Stark. Stark fires one right into the logo on the chest of Jack Alvey. It's when your positioning pays off. Not trying to do too much with it. Able to stop that shot and keep the PK going. Ackland tries to slap her, that one missed. Petros Patsalos towards the net. Redirection from Rayo, ramped up off his stick, off the mask of Alvey, and high. Penalty killed by the Ice Falcons. Wrapping around Gavin Stark. Stark into the slot, looking to shoot. Lays it off to Ackland. Hands up top. Firing in for a shot, blocked away. That one goes off the skate of Panza. Back into Patsalos, right pad, stop for Alvey. This one comes in towards Danny DePaulo. Finds a lead pass here up the near side to Stark. Stark cuts in. Dropped it off to Patsalos. Wanted one more there. Instead comes right back to him. Patsalos has it knocked away. Stick comes into the midsection for Urso. Patsalos walks in, fires one, saved by DePaulo, and covered up. Rather by Alvey Pardon. Distracted there, looking over at the far side. Kieran Reynolds being helped over to the locker room. Took that block shot earlier, had trouble getting off the ice. Still having some trouble with that leg. Hopefully he'll be okay. I was able to make it over to the locker room area. Pressure stays on here for Half Hollow Hills. Jocelyn Sibelka dumps that one down low. Rika Perro trying to get back on it for Hills. Comes to the near side point. Shifting around, Schuldes. Schuldes looking for the timing play. Rika Perro tied up in front of goal. If not, that's a tap in for Ileana. Sibelka trying to hold in here. Knocked down low towards Jason Panza for East Meadow. Ice Falcons trying to clear under 5 minutes to go in regulation. 2-goal lead for East Meadow. Looking to stretch it out. Cologne feeds over. Quick shot. Saved. DePaulo scrambles back into the crease after getting that poke out in front of the space, of that look for space. Now Rika Perro in behind the D. Rika Perro fires one. Save. Big rebound. Still there. Poked to safety by Cologne. Good look in for Ileana Rika Perro. Couldn't get enough mustard on the shot. Still a quality save for Jack Alvey, as this one raced up the ice by Cruz. Jaden Cruz trying to pick out the crossbar. Missed wide. Cologne. Back in. Missed wide towards DePaulo. Bracaforte had it knocked off of his stick. Vincent Giuliano, the most recent goal scorer in this one. Game on the power play. Keeps play rolling at center with Cassidi. Waiting for the opening. Finding the pass to Francesco Menino. Ahead with Rika Perro finishing off her shift. Rika Perro winning in the slot. Shot stopped by the right pad of Alvey. Poked forward here by Joseph Doyle. Carried in the zone by Ortiz. Ortiz towards the net. jumped on by DePaulo, gets the whistle. 3:22 left to go in the third period. Another score update here from the Andrew Sturgiopolis ice rink. It's now a 3-0 lead for Manhasset Great Neck over Garden City. That game in the second period. Varsity matchup there. Home game for Manhasset Great Neck. Hills looking for a late comeback effort. Trailing by 2 goals, but seeing their goal scoring ability, they've got it. It's a bit of a low scoring affair compared to the average for these two teams. And that will make the comeback effort a little bit more difficult. Hooking is the call against Half Hollow Hills. 2:37 left. They head shorthanded. It's a hook against Francesco Menino. Second look on the power play for the Ice Falcons. They're 1 for 1 tonight. There's the redirection in front from Giuliano that got them their first goal. But it's a shorthanded break the other way with Femia. Femia has Jacobson with him. Comes over to Jacobson. Puck was loose there. The shot was blocked. Second try, the follow-up effort blocked again from Roxanne Benoit's shot. Couple looks there for Hill, short-handed, but can't get it to go. And you got to feel with time running out, they needed a goal there. Can't let chances like that go by the wayside. Some really good looks for Jacobson and Benoit. Neither can score, neither can really get a shot off. Quick recovery from the Ice Falcons defense. Now comes back up top, Cologne working in, cutting through between the legs. Shot was blocked. Would have been a highlight reel for Cologne's fourth in the night. More simple shot this time. Nice save from DePaulo. Stretches out the stick to prevent that one from going across the line. Back to Julian Cologne. Cologne fires. Another save for DePaulo. Danny DePaulo has made several outstanding saves in this game. A couple here in the last few seconds. Wrapped around down low by East Meadow. Change of direction. Quick shot. Stopped by the glove of Danny DePaulo. Benoit able to get that out to center ice. 30 seconds left on the penalty kill, but time not on Half Hollow Hills' side. A minute left in regulation, trailing by 2. Nice save from DePaulo again on a shot coming from the far side for East Meadow. Now this one picked up, and an odd man rush heading up the ice. It's Patsalos. Patsalos back out in front. Nice save from Alvey, shutting down Wazoki, and they needed to score there. What a chance that would have been. 42 seconds left on the clock. Would have been a short-handed goal. All the momentum would have gone towards the Hornets, but instead, a fantastic, timely save from Alvey. Gets the whistle and the stop. 42 seconds left, and a timeout call by the Half Hollow Hills bench, talking things over. They need 2, and they need them quick. We'll see if they can get them when we come back on the Long Island Sports Network. .42 seconds left for East Meadow to try to salt away a victory. Same amount of time left for Half Hollow Hills to pull off what would be an improbable comeback. They've had several good chances, have not been able to convert here in the third period, past Jack Alvey, who has made several key saves, keeping this one where the scoreline stands. East Meadow get possession off the draw. Trying to keep it around the perimeter. Penalty expires, back to 5 aside. Now the net empty at the other end. So 6-on-5 is a skater advantage out there for Half Hollow Hills. Patsalos at center ice. Moving it in with Wizaki. Back over to Patsalos. Patsalos tries to pick out the corner, missed. A little bit too fancy maybe there as the Ice Falcons clear. 10 seconds left. This one goes off a body. Looking in, bullseye. Paulenko seals this one for the Ice Falcons. Just stripped, ripped, and score. Alex Paulenko gets, or rather Kyle Paulenko, gets the job done. 4th of the year, and none easier than that one once he got it on his stick. That makes it 5-2 for East Meadow, and that will be the final score line. Late push for the Ice Falcons is enough as they hold off a resilient Hills team. Hornets fall just short, and a 5-2 victory for East Meadow. Ice Falcons get the job done. They stay hot, and Hills a lot to build on despite another loss. That's a wrap here from Bethpage. Thanks for joining us here on your Tuesday night. We'll see you next time on the Long Island Sports Network. Till then, my name is Ian Binky. Take care and have a good one.